Hey guys, MattBrick16 here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 75254 AT-ST Raider from The Mandalorian Chapter 5 for the Mandalorian Season 2 coming out on Disney Plus today. It's an amazing episode. I watched it early this morning. You guys should watch it too. But anyway, the set is amazing, like I said, from Chapter 5 of The Mandalorian. So let's get into it. The box is the really nice new Lego Star Wars box art with Darth Vader in the corner and then the nice white greebling. So the box art takes place on the jungle planet, and it looks really nice with that Raider popping out of the top of the AT-ST, which I will take a look at the hatch later when I review the AT-ST itself. And then it has the Mando shooting at a Klatooinian and Cara Dune shooting at the Raider. So it shows the minifigures on the bottom there, and the Disney logo, and then the info on the set, which is recommended for ages 8+, the set number, which is 75254, the name of the set, which is the AT-ST Raider, and then says it has 540 pieces. And then on the back of the box, it shows the features of the set, which is that the top of the AT-ST can open up, and then it just shows the AT-ST itself in a different motion. I'll take a look at the features when I review the set, and it's a pretty amazing box. The instruction booklet has the little barcode if you want to build the set online, and then it has the AT-ST itself, and then the box art, which is pretty cool. And then it says that you could win on the back, and then it shows the pieces. An ad for Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, which says 2020, even though it's not coming out until 2021. And then it shows the minifigures from the sets that came out in the wave, and then the sets that came out in that wave. And then it just shows the different things you could do with Lego and an advertisement for Lego Life. And then the AT-ST Raider. So the instruction booklet is pretty cool. I have the Mandalorian. He has his blaster rifle that fires those shots that disintegrate things. It's a really amazing blaster from Star Wars. So I'm just gonna take that off to the side. And then he has some really nice leg printing. And then he has some nice back torso printing as well as front torso printing. He comes with a really nice cape. And then his helmet is a really nice kind of shinier helmet. And then he just has a black head. I wouldn't have even minded getting an angry clone under there. Just why a black head? Disney could have at least Lego know what he was going to look like, and then included a small face print. But yeah, it's a pretty cool figure, the Mandalorian. He only comes in one other set at the moment, which is the Razor Crest. So that's a pretty cool set, which I will be reviewing probably as soon as I get it. So the Mandalorian is a pretty cool figure. I have Cara Dune with a longer blaster. It's the long rifle with a lightsaber hilt attachment. She has some nice leg printing. It only really looks good if it matches up like this. I was just moving it to show you. Then she has some nice belt printing, some nice torso printing, and then she has some back torso printing. And then she has no arm printing, which would have been nice considering she has those tattoos on her arm. I honestly don't think this hair piece really works for the character. That's just my personal opinion. And that face print looks a little weird. I don't think that skin tone is correct. And then she has a more accurate face print, I think, with the smile there. But yeah, it's a pretty cool minifigure. The first of 2 Klatooinian Raiders included in the set. He comes with a blaster, a normal blaster with a lightsaber hilt attachment. And then he has some nice leg printing, as well as waist printing. And then he has a nice torso print and back print, which the only thing different on the torso print for the other Klatooinian Raiders, I think there's some more armor, and then that's a flipped upside down on the other Raider. And then he has the Ultron head attachment, which was only really used for Ultron, of course. in Avengers Age of Ultron back in 2015. It's pretty nice to see it again here, and then he has a nice face print. Other Clitunian Raider, he comes with 2 of these pieces, which are used for pistols. And then, like I said, he has a different bandana and the same thing on his torso, just flipped around. And then he uses the same legs, same face print, and then he has just a nice simple back print. And he has a side armor piece, which is pretty nice. And then he has no other head like the other one, because it's the exact same face print, except this one has a helmet. So these Clitunian Raiders are both really nice figures. The ATST Raider itself, let me just put this spring-loaded shooter back in position. And then the legs are nice. They're exactly the same, except for this one has some wires, and also this one is a different color. The wires can pop off sometimes, as you can see this one just did. This part is supposed to go right here. 1 second. And then they're nice designs. The feet are pretty nice, as well as the actual Technic design of the leg itself. You can kind of see the inside of the legs when I show it like this. The legs can move like this. And then up here, there's something that locks it in motion. It uses a flick-fire missile pin right there to keep it into the Technic piece. And then up there, you just have some wiring. And then this right here, let me just move it back. This knob will move the head. And then, just to take a look at the head, I'm going to pop it right off. That's a flaw with the set. Sometimes the head can pop right off, like that. I had to pull because it does it whenever you don't want to do it, and then when you want to take the head off, it doesn't do it. That's sometimes I notice with Lego, when you want something to fall apart, when you want something to fall apart, it doesn't, and when you don't want something to fall apart, it does sometimes. So the head has a nice design with a sticker down there, and then right there, there's some stuff. And then here we have flick-fire missiles. They can easily be bounced if you hit them right here, but you're intended to push this pin in right there, and it comes out. These cannons right here are pretty awesome, but they do pop off. Now, as you can see, I accidentally just fired a flick-fire missile. That's one thing I don't like about and then it has a nice back design. And the Technic really looks like it's part of the ATSC instead of just Technic, like sometimes like it does. There's a nice interior there with a pistol, and then you take this Clitunian Raider, put him in a sitting position, and you can put him right here. 1 sec, you just bounce out. There's a nice control panel right there, and the head moves just simply back. These can move, these little eye doors, and then the hatch can open and then close. And then these cannons on the side can move, except you just saw how this one can come off easily. The other one normally stays, but it can sometimes pop off, like if you just pull, but I'm not going to do that. And then this is a pretty cool ATST. I'm just going to put it back together. Like I said, this is a pretty cool set. Overall, this set is pretty amazing. From an amazing episode of The Mandalorian. The ATST is really cool, and it's a unique design of an ATST with all the prints and colors from what we normally get with the Imperial ones. And the figures are really amazing from this episode with 2 Clitunian Raiders, the Mandalorian and Cara Dune. And overall, this set is amazing. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy Mandalorian Season 2 on Disney+.